In and out. He does a fin.
That was a 10 out of 10 viral moment. It still gets posted randomly on Instagram and social media accounts. Every time I fight, it's going to get brought up for the rest of my career.
That front kick up the middle.
Oh, that left hand hurt him bad. He's doing it again.
And again, the hesitation.
I just captured the moment. The little jump shot. Stop! Yeah, that one that's perfect. It seems like this guy's got it figured out. No, it definitely feels like home. From Montana, haven't been back in a while. Arizona feels like home. Yeah, when I first moved, I was 19 years old. I was an amateur. None of this was guaranteed. Like in my head, it was gonna happen. I did see all this happen. I did see me getting in the UFC. I did see me becoming a star. But once I moved down here, it really was just train, and I enjoyed training. I didn't care. I wanted the money. I wanted the fame. I wanted all that. But it's the training I enjoy. I really do enjoy training. I enjoy getting my heart rate up, pushing the pace.
That front kick up the middle.
Oh, that left hand hurt him bad. He's doing it again.
And again, the hesitation. He gets another highlight for the real Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, I got to prove a lot of stupid people that they're stupid. It was nice.
But I think people are starting to see the more comedy side of me, the more entertainment side of me, but how people perceive me. It's just because everyone's so different. Some people think I'm cool. Some people think I'm a most people think I'm cute. I don't know. What do you think, Elena?
1, 2, 3.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, man. Good luck. I'll be watching, man. I'll be watching. Good luck, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Schmo Zone. We are here in Las Vegas. We have Tim Welch, the head coach for Sugar Sean O'Malley, and we have Sugar Sean O'Malley right here in the flesh.
A lot of people are like, you're trying to copy Connor and stuff. It's just so stupid. But I remember I messaged him on Twitter that night. I'm like, dude, I learned that from you. I was like 21 years old.
I'm not used to this yet, I told you. I was in my mom's house, chilling, getting a bunch of DMs from random people telling me I'm gonna get knocked out. And then that's when I found out.
What'd you get, like a week? A little over a
10
week?
days, yeah.
You gentlemen are going to be with me. Let's get inside real quick.
The undefeated Sean O'Malley, of course. Another fight week for you. Will give us the feelings right now ahead of another big fight for you.
The crowds are back, and I clearly don't need them to go out there and perform. I've proved that, and but the fact that they're coming back, it ups everything.
But does it feel almost like a no-win situation? I mean, obviously this guy comes in and shocks you. He's shocking the world. You beat him, and it's like, oh, O'Malley beat another can. You know, when are they ever going to test this guy?
You know, he might be thinking it's a win-win for him. He goes out there and loses. He's in the UFC. But I don't just knock people out. I change people's careers. I really, mentally, the way I knock people out, they gotta, they step into that cage, they're different the next fight out there. So this could be the beginning of his career, or this could be the end of his career. We'll see.
Coming into Las Vegas, the big fight card at T-Mobile sold out, kind of the first big event here in the fight capital of the world. Can you talk a little bit about being on this card, the importance of this, and kind of getting back to normal with everything?
This could be potentially the biggest card ever, or biggest pay-per-view ever. More eyeballs than ever. And there's a ton of celebrities that are going to be out. A lot of people performing in Vegas that weekend. So all eyes are on the fight card Saturday night. I feel like my fan base is just as excited for my fight as they are the trilogy, Conor versus Dustin, which is insane. And I think the numbers will show that. I don't know if you can really prove that at all, but if you can, I think it would show that.
Conor McGregor has left a lasting legacy on the sport. How has he inspired you as a fighter? Because he's obviously changed the game in terms of not just being a fighter, but being a superstar.
The way he carries himself, the way he handles pressure, the way he goes into these big fights. I've learned a lot from him. I'm pumped to meet him. I've never met him, so it'll be cool. The idea is hurt him. I want to hurt him. I got to hurt him first. And then I get the spectacular knockout.
We're going to head upstairs and knock out a couple interviews.
Perfect.
After this is where I go to build my legacy and the guy that has so much hype behind him, and if I can get that done, I'm one step closer to that. I'm just ready to go out there and be hungry and show the world how I fight.
I still feel pretty good. I just know how good I'm going to feel once I carb up and get those calories in my body. I just look at it as another fight, just another name, just another face to add to my collection of highlight reel knockouts.
All right, next fighter to the scale, set to make his UFC debut live on pay-per-view tomorrow night in the UFC's bantamweight division, Chris Moutinho. 135, the official weight for Chris Moutinho. All right, next fighter to the scale, charged with opening the pay-per-view tomorrow night in the UFC's bantamweight division, Sugar Sean O'Malley. The official weight, 135.5 for Sugar Sean O'Malley.
And now for the ceremonial weigh-in for UFC 264. Here is Joe Rogan.
What's happening, my friends? Welcome to the weigh-ins. Live on pay-per-view. We kick things off in the bantamweight division. Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Chris Moutinho. Official weight 135. Sugar Sean O'Malley! Official weight 135.5 for the Sugar Show! Chris Moutinho and Sean O'Malley!
Man, is it great to be back on a bustling Vegas Strip and inside a banged-out T-Mobile Arena. And there he is, the budding superstar and bantamweight hopeful Sugar Sean O'Malley, Chris Moutinho. He put on an offensive clinic in his last regional bout. He had been on the UFC's radar for a while. From Always Sunny in Philadelphia, getting a nice pop. Also in the building, the future Hall of Famer, Max Blessed Holloway. Well, no fight fan will forget the night Sean O'Malley burst onto the world fight scene with a knockout on Dana White's Contender Series in 2017.
Tonight, it doesn't matter who's in the octagon with me. I'm going to knock him out.
Tonight, on a massive stage, O'Malley aims to repeat the result in his home away from home in Vegas. Doesn't get better, doesn't get bigger. Here is Chris Moutinho out of Milford, Massachusetts for the UFC debut.
Chris Moutinho is stepping into this octagon with an incredibly gifted, talented fighter that has a massive amount of momentum.
7th UFC appearance overall for Sean O'Malley, 13-1 as a mixed martial arts pro. He made his pro debut at 20 years of age. And
well, he's got all the talent in the world. He's got incredible length for this division. He's enormous. He has knockout power. He has wild creativity.
O'Malley 26, Moutinho is 28, 4 inches in height for O'Malley, and that matches his advantage in reach tonight. He is the biggest betting favorite on the fight card tonight. Chris Moutinho! Sugar Sean O'Malley!
Oh my goodness.
Sean utilizing that long front kick to the body. Look, he's pretending he's playing basketball.
He's got to be careful when O'Malley lets the right hand go. There it is.
Look at that. Oh, that front kick to the body is money. And then he goes high. Oh my goodness. O'Malley is his toe. Oh, he cracked him. He cracked O'Malley. Oh my goodness. Oh, the beginning of the end.
He's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt bad.
O'Malley's so broken now. Beautiful spinning kick lands.
He needs to grab, Joe. He needs to hold.
Good inside low kick again by Moutinho.
Good inside kicks by Moutinho.
And he's forcing Sean to switch. Sean checked that one though.
This Chris Moutinho is a tough man.
And despite the flash, Sean O'Malley certainly not taking the opposition lightly. Pretty good combination.
Moutinho with a very good right hand in that exchange.
Good combination there.
Moutinho is taking it all and moving forward. Oh, beautiful knee up the middle. Oh my God.
And the Massachusetts native Moutinho presses forward.
Oh,
Gets final second to the round.
Moutinho's out on his feet. He's out on his feet.
Oh, my
They're
goodness.
helping him to his corner.
They've got to get some cold water over his head.
Here's the end of the round. I mean, this is after absorbing a barrage of punches, but the accuracy of Sean O'Malley is just something to behold, ladies and gentlemen.
O'Malley landed 89 significant strikes unofficially in round one. That's a single round UFC bantamweight record.
Key here is the problem with that one that he took before. These he kind of sees. That one at the end of the round he didn't see. The ones that he can see, he can take. But like those are the ones that'll get him out of there.
Well, Chris Moutinho's going to have a whole new fan base tomorrow morning, but all O'Malley through 6 minutes.
Good kick to the body there by Moutinho. Look at how he's doing this too. He's just so unpredictable. His move, like there.
Oh, Moutinho walked into a shot, but yet continues. Man, that hand speed.
How about the chin of Moutinho? I mean, think about the shots that took out tough guys like Eddie Wineland. And O'Malley is famous for that, for putting the lights out.
Stop. Look at Moutinho following him. As soon as Herb says go, look at Moutinho. He wants to be close.
How
Look
about
at that? Big deep breath by O'Malley.
He's looking up at the clock. If you get him on the cage, look at me. If you get him on the cage, you keep him there. I'd like to see a little more action with the legs. I need the head off center.
Right here, you see O'Malley land a beautiful little check right hook as he's evading. Look at that jab, man, by O'Malley.
O'Malley going offense, defense all night.
Oh!
Good shot from Moutinho.
Well, O'Malley's having a little bit of a hard time. Look at that. Just shakes his head. O'Malley's having a little bit of a hard time setting his feet down to fire shots with real power because of Moutinho's pressure.
He was going to come for contender series, but then found his way into this fight when he got the call.
Nice low kick by Moutinho.
How do you keep this kid at range? He is just in constant pursuit.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to drain his gas tank and get into war with this kid and then wind up empty with this guy still coming after him.
The 3-round record, guys, for significant strikes, 238 by Nate Diaz. O'Malley trying to chase that down. Huge right.
And Moutinho's not going anywhere.
I mean, he's touching him with everything he throws. Look at that.
Oh, boy. Look at that.
Oh, Moutinho just landed a big right hand himself.
Popping that jab.
1 minute to go.
It's going to be hard to get that fight of the night, Chip. These dudes going at it. And most of the MMA world will respect Chris Moutinho. He deserves to finish.
What?
He deserves to finish the fight.
I don't understand that. I really don't understand that.
But he took all those shots the whole time.
Look at that beautiful left hand by O'Malley. Pops him with the right. Straight left. And I'm just stunned that Herb Dean, who is, in my opinion, the best referee in the business, just decided he saw enough. The kid is trying. I mean, he's not hurt in the sense that he can't walk.
30 seconds left. All the damage the kid had taken.
Right.
I mean, I can't argue either way, but to see the kid finish the fight.
Declaring the winner by TKO Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Sean, were you surprised at the stoppage?
He might not think that was a good stoppage, but it might have saved him a couple years on his life because I was about to put him out for good.
Sugar Sean O'Malley, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm backstage with the Sugar Show, Sean O'Malley, and on the heels of one of the most dominant, craziest performances we have ever seen in the UFC, but you're not like jumping up and down. I gotta believe you're excited about that performance.
I've never been so hurt beating someone up, so I would be jumping around, but my feet are a little sore.
Gotcha.
My hands are a little sore. My shin's a little sore. That dude's tough.
The word is you have basically shattered about every single significant striker record that there is, and I think you're perhaps now third most in significant strikes ever landed in a UFC fight. I mean, I see you smiling there. That's gonna feel good.
Before I was in the UFC, and it kind of popped up on the little thing, and I was like, damn, that's a record I want. So that's really cool.
You went out there and you put on an absolute clinic. I think you should be very excited, very proud of this performance. It was the Sugar Show on full display. Sean, thank you so much for taking a second. I appreciate your time as always.
Thank you. Always good to be backstage after a W with you.
And I did want to ask you about Sean O'Malley. I mean, he got a huge pop in there tonight. As you said, I don't think he did anything wrong in there. The other guy was just incredibly tough. So what did you think about him and kind of where he stands? He seems like just becoming a massive star.
Didn't gas out while doing it. I mean, he was looking at the clock a little bit there in the fight, but when you're in there against a zombie, I could just imagine what it's like. So I thought he put on a good performance.
Did you agree with the stoppage in the O'Malley-Moutinho fight? Moutinho was very upset when Herb Dean stopped it with 30 seconds left.
I think it could have been stopped 3 minutes before that. He could have stopped it in the second round. That fight could have and should have been stopped at any moment. I had no problem with that stoppage.